Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. It appears you may be the only student who's shown up today so far. Is this?
Nah,
Good morning, Ishmael. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How you doing yourself?
I'm doing okay. Where are you in the world? Are you in Richmond? Where are you?
Oh no, I'm from Norfolk, so I came back home. But I stayed in Ettrick, so I still have an apartment up there. But I came back to work and basically working and stay at my own house.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So where are you working?
I work for Pac-Man. It's basically a shipping company, and then I work for this and I work for the Croaker spot in Norfolk.
Oh wow. I didn't
But,
even know that they had a spot in Norfolk. Okay.
oh yeah, this one's fairly new. I think she bought into the family. Like she's from New York, and I guess they bought into the family.
Mhm.
Bought into the business, and
Mhm.
this basically like a third expansion. They were supposed to have. She was supposed to do the one in Fredericksburg too, but she said it didn't go down right. So she didn't do that one yet.
Yeah, Norfolk's a better market for her. Just the demographics fit better.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like she's not she closed the restaurant, but what happened? She closed the restaurant and then made it all takeout, and she's making good money. So I mean, she really can't. She came and tripped about the whole crisis thing because she's still making a lot of money. People
Yeah,
love
that's
seafood.
good. Yeah, we can't get groceries, so I mean, people are. It's hard to get groceries, and people don't want to go out, and so yeah, that's great. I'm glad that it's working out for her.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Like I
So
can't, I can't, I can't do my other job though. So, but I'm just lucky to have a job that's still open.
right, yeah, it's gonna be fun though. We just just praying and hoping everything's gonna work out. I see that we've got some other participants. Good morning. Who has entered the room? Hello.
It's just us right now. I was talking. I know. I was talking to someone. I was talking to someone. We have like a little group chat. And hold on.
Okay, I've got to admit Jasmine, and then I've just admitted uh, someone else. Hello.
Boy.
Okay, so I see you really well, Ishmael, and so
Hey,
I see Mr. Ross there, and it looks like there's a Jasmine. She's trying to get in, so her internet is still connecting. So I'm going to wait for her to get in, and I want to see if there are going to be any other students who actually enter. Because hi, Jasmine, there you are.
And
Let me go ahead and turn my video on. I've got 3 boys, and the kitchen is nearby. So hopefully they won't come and raid the kitchen while we're here. But what I do want to do while I have this time with you guys today is I want to navigate you through what I've done to try to set up our course to make it easy for you guys to access. I also want to let you guys know that I've given you an extension on your rough draft. So you don't have to submit your rough draft until the 5th of April now. But that just means you want to try to do a good job on it because I don't have that much time to give you feedback for your final because the semester is ending on the 29th. But I just made that change now. Let me go ahead and admit tomorrow. Good.
I got a question. I got a question about marketing plan 6.
Yeah, you guys are doing your technology. You said you're through marketing plan 6.
Yeah, I said I got a question about marketing plan 6.
Okay, so do you mind if you hold off on your question, if it's okay for now, until we get to the end, and then that way I can just show everybody everything that they need to know, and then any and all of your questions, then I can answer them. Is that okay?
Yes, man.
All right. Okay, so what I want to do is have everybody go to Blackboard, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift, and I'm going to share my screen with you guys. And now I'm going to share my screen. All right, so I'm going to go to the home page. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, man.
All right. Okay, so you noticed that we've got this new format for all of our online classes. This is the way it should be.
wait, I cannot see your screen.
You can't?
No,
Okay, so
I can see that little. I can see like your picture.
you can see her picture, right? But
I
not
see
her
her picture.
Blackboard.
you can't see the menu over there?
Nah.
All right, so let me
No.
try to, I hate to make it smaller because if I do that, see what you guys see.
And how are we supposed to do this? Are we even doing a group project anymore, or is that done? Because we really
This
can't.
class doesn't have a group project.
I thought we was doing like that. That stuff we was marketing for the entrepreneurship event.
Yep, you're mixing up all the classes because that's for Cobra 400.
That's for the the 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that's for 2 o'clock. Yeah.
It's 11 o'clock, right?
Nah, yeah,
This is 11 o'clock. That's the
That's okay. It's okay. No. This is for the no. You're not gonna do the
No, I'm talking about the Reginald F. Lewis thing.
yeah, bro, that's the.
Oh yeah, but
that
that's already been done. Everybody that participated in that participated. They did a really good job actually too.
Oh, all right. I mean, I participated, but I was just making sure.
Okay. All right. So hold on. So I can just try to maintain control of everything. This is great that you guys have questions. So let's just save the questions to the end. I want to double check and see, can you see the screen now?
Nah.
No,
No.
Can you see it now?
No, man.
Still can't see it.
No, man. Might as well run that, G.
Let me see.
Whoa.
It says it's sharing the screen. So you don't see any part of it, or you see part of it?
No, we just see your picture.
My picture. Okay. When you say your picture, I thought you meant the picture for the class. Select the window you want to share.
Bang out. Cash out. Bang out.
Can you guys see it now?
I can see it.
Yes, I can see it now.
Yay, our technology is working then. Okay, good. All right. So what I want you guys to see is that this is the format that you should see for all of your College of Business courses. Try to make it so that everything is uniform. Ideally, that would be the case for classes other than mine, but I followed the protocol, and so all of your tabs are here on your left. And so I retained the structure that you guys are used to. I didn't change that. That's still available to you guys. But what you have in a kind of much more accessible ways, you can know what your weekly schedule of assignments are here. You click on this weekly schedule of assignments, and then you can see everything that you need to do for week 10 readily. But then when you click, and week 10 was the week that we didn't meet, so you still have to do that work. There'll be no late penalties that will apply for the rest of the semester, just because of everybody under the duress of of the situation. But when you click on week 10, you've got two folders. You've got your course readings, PowerPoints, and videos, where what I've done is I have just put everything that you need to read in one place. You click on this, it'll take you directly to what you used to be able to find in that course readings folder. And then when you click on your assignments, it actually will take you directly to your assignment Dropbox. Let me go ahead and admit these other students to the class.
Okay. Might as well run that.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I see that 4 students have just joined us. Hello. Hello, Ronell, Danae, Darius, and Dea. I see that you guys just joined us.
Yes.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Rivers.
Good morning. All right, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing a brief overview of how you can access everything that you need for the course. I'm sharing my screen with you guys. So I want you to be able to log into Blackboard, and then I want you to go over to your left tab, and then what you can do is you can see that I've got these special tabs over here so that you can readily access everything that you need. And what we've been going over now is your weekly schedule of assignments. There's only been a minor shift, and that shift is that I've just tweaked a rough draft a couple of weeks into the future for you guys. But other than that, all of the work for all the previous weeks and for the future weeks is intact. So nothing major has changed for you for your courses. It's just when you click on this weekly schedule of assignments for each week, you can see what you need to do readily. And then when you click on the folder for each week, you're going to see two subfolders, your course readings, PowerPoints, and videos, where you'll have a direct link to what you need to read for that week. And then you've got this assignments folder where you'll have a direct link to the assignment drop boxes that you need to submit for that week. It's about time. I've been waiting for you. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about that? No? All right. So then what you need to do still from last week's work, if you have not already done this, is you've got to go ahead and read the supply chain and distributions chapter reading. You've got to watch that video, and then you've got to answer the questions that are under readings and assignments, and then you've got to submit marketing plan activity 6. No, marketing plan activity 6 is where you're going to figure out how you're going to get your products and or services to your customers. And so whether you got a service, somebody has like a TV or something on in the background. Can you mute it?
I came in here because
after joining the team, he had a chance to play a game in a practice match.
I hear a second conversation going on. We've got to mute that second conversation.
oh, there we
I don't
go.
know whose that is. Okay, there we go.
From the net, it's on the head. You could have followed that one up, you know.
Uh-oh. Who has on a TV, a video, or another phone conversation?
Showing up. Oh, great.
Somebody's got to turn it down. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to temporarily mute everybody except for me, okay?
Okay.
And now the sound has gone away. Okay, so I won't have to mute anybody. So let's just make sure that we don't have any extra loud sounds that we don't mute while we're having these class sessions. So is everyone clear on what you need to do for week 10?
Yes.
Okay. Now remember, even if you have an online business, then you've got to come up with a distribution strategy. Also, if you have a service-oriented business, your distribution strategy will simply mean how you will offer your services to your consumers, okay? So you still have to do a distribution plan if you have an online business, and you still have to do a distribution plan if you have a service-oriented business, like maybe a technology services company or an accounting firm or something like that. You still have to come up with a distribution plan. All right. So for week 11, you guys see what you need to do. That is this current week. And this current week, then you're working on the building blocks of competitive advantage. That's essentially that I pulled in from Kobu 400 so that you guys would understand that. We know the 4 building blocks of competitive advantage. And then you're going to read about a market-driven organization.
Hey, bro, smoking.
Say once again. Okay. All right. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have a marketing plan activity that you got to do. This one is when you've got to type up what your customer service philosophy is. So this one, this is just going to come from your heart, like what you intend to do in order for you to demonstrate that you're committed to your customers' needs. You're going to talk about your return policies and employee response time to customer requests. We talk about the building block of competitive advantage of customer responsiveness. That's really what you're going to be writing a plan for marketing plan activity 7. And remember that all of these subcomponents, these little marketing plan activities, you'll be able to plug them into certain places ultimately on the final marketing plan that you guys create. You could, if I were you, I would just, as I finish them, I would just pop them into the draft. So then your rough draft is basically done other than you going in and formatting it. So everybody sees where you need to go in order for you to access what's due each week and where you need to submit your assignments, right?
Yeah.
You can still go to the same place. Your assignment Dropbox folder literally is the same folder. And so if you click on that here, it's still there. And you can still submit everything the same way, and everything is in chronological order as it's been the whole semester. I've just put everything here on these tabs so that you can access everything readily. So after you see your weekly schedule of assignments tab, you see that you got a student resources tab. Your student resources tab is where you're going to find like those things that you need to access all the time. They're also still all down here, but I went ahead and put your syllabus there, your marketing plan resources there where you can get to your outline and format for your marketing plan. And then I put a link to where you can get your course readings and modules. Now, again, we already know that under your weekly schedule of assignments, you can also access your readings. And then you can also go down here where it says course modules and readings, and you can still access. But I'll put those resources there for you. Does anyone have any questions about the student resources tab?
Nope.
Nope. All right. The discussion board, we don't even really need to go through because we only had one discussion board assignment for the whole course. For those of you guys who are missing assignments, and there are a few of you, you can still submit everything and anything that you need to submit for the course. And so if you've not yet finished that discussion board assignment, this is how you'll access it. All of the other assignments can be found under assignment drop boxes, or again, under the weekly schedule of assignments, and then you can go to the assignment subfolder under each week. Let me change this to student view really quickly. Looks a little bit different. All right. Now what you guys have is this Zoom meeting room. I'm glad it's working because all of you guys, or most of you guys, have figured out how to access our Zoom meeting room. And so that's really great. You just click on that link, you register, and then we'll be able to meet. And so that's a great thing for you guys. And then I just want to make sure that you guys know that, let's just say you have to go somewhere or your computer camera stops working. If you have a smartphone, you can use your smartphone to enter the class as well. This will be the same for everybody that's using Zoom, and all of your professors at VSU now have a Zoom license, so we can all use this. Exams, tests, and quizzes. I've just taken your exams that you could have found down here originally. They're still there. And then I've just put them under exams, tests, and quizzes so that you can access them readily. If you've not taken the midterm, you should take the midterm. You know, there's still late penalties that apply because you've had ample time to take the midterm. But you really need to submit the midterm. Submit the midterm, and then obviously the final is not until you finish with all of the course content. You can take the final if you feel as if you're ready earlier, but make sure you've done all of the class assignments first. Not your marketing plan activities so much. All of your readings and your chapter questions, because those will help you study and prepare for your final. And then when you click on Student Grade Center, then you'll be able to see all of your individual grades. When you click on that, is that what you guys were able to see, your individual grades?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So these are the tabs that I've created, that we've all created. We met, and then we established this as the uniform format for all the College of Business courses. So these are all the tabs that you have for you to access what you need. So I'm going to go back to weekly schedule of assignments. And then I want to make sure that I answer any questions that anyone has about anything. I know, Ishmael, you said you had a question earlier.
Yeah.
So did you want to go ahead and ask your question now?
Yeah, it was about the marketing plan. It was basically I got a sports agency, and I work on behalf of the client, so it's service based. So how is it still cool?
Yeah. Do you remember that was one of the reasons I gave that little treatise earlier when I talked about if you have a service business or an internet-based business, you still need to come up with a distribution plan. From your readings, you should see that a distribution plan is how you get your product and or service to your customers. So if you are a sports agency, how do you get your product to them? So do you go and offer individualized consultations that are at the specific location for your clients? Do your clients come to your office, and do you offer them your consultation services there? Do you offer online consultation services? I'm making up things. I don't know exactly what you do. But when you think about distribution, it's not just about a physical place. It's about how you get your product and or service into the hands or into the use of your customers. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so then that's what you're gonna think about. And then what you're gonna wanna do for your specific one is you wanna probably do some benchmarking research, right? So you're gonna go online,
Mm-hmm.
and then what you're gonna do is you're going to identify some other reputable sports marketing agencies, and you're gonna see what they do. That's a good activity for you. A good activity for all of you guys that have come up with these marketing plans for your businesses, especially ones that you really intend to open, is to do some benchmarking research. In addition to the research that you guys can do, on the VSU library website where you can get all this industry research. Sometimes that real technical information doesn't give you some of the real life operation strategies that you need.
Uh-huh.
So my suggestion is to use your friendly resource of Google, literally, and type in sports marketing agency distribution plan.
Okay.
Don't copy what you find.
Oh, no.
No. But what you will do is you want to use some of the best.
I'm gonna make it my own.
Right. You want to identify some best practices and resources that are out there. And there are quite a few. You see that?
Man.
All right. Hi, Rainey. I see that you just joined us.
Hi, Professor Perry.
Okay. Now, what I went over with everybody is how we can access all of the things that we need for our course more readily. Everything that we had intact for the class is still there, but what you should see on all of your College of Business classes is this uniform structure now, where you got your weekly schedule of assignments, your student resources, your assignment Dropbox, your discussion board, your Zoom meeting room, your exams, and your student grade center all in one place on your left. And what we're doing now is we're going to what we're talking about now is what you've got to do for this week. So you've still got to you kind of have to do 2 weeks worth of work if last week you were kind of just focused on getting yourself organized, which is completely understandable. But for this week, what everybody's got to do now is all of you need to focus on completing last week's work, if you hadn't done that yet, which is working on really your supply chain and distribution readings, assignment, and section of your marketing plan. And then we've also got to do the work for this week, which is where you're really going to talk about your customer responsiveness plan. You're going to do your readings on the 4 building blocks of competitive advantage, which comes straight from strategy or COBU 400. And then you're going to read about the market-driven organization, which is one that's centered on responsiveness to your customers, essentially. And then you're going to work on your questions, which are pretty straightforward, straight from the reading. And then you're going to work on your customer service philosophy. And I've given you some guidance under Marketing Plan Activity 7 on the sort of things that you're going to want to put in your customer service philosophy. But really just think of it as if you're in COBU 400, the 4 building blocks of competitive advantage. One of them is customer responsiveness. And you're going to figure out how you can respond to customers' needs, desires, and wants. And then that's what you're going to be writing up. Does anyone have any questions for me about week 10 and week 11 assignments?
No, I just want to make sure we're still able to do stuff, right? Like late without being penalized?
Absolutely. So
Okay.
other than the midterm assessment, so everything for the first half of the semester, when things were normal for us, still has late penalties, including the midterm assessment. But everything beginning with March 16th and through the end of this semester is going to be able to be submitted without penalty. Now, obviously, you've got to submit it before the end of the semester. But all the assignments that you have from March 16th all the way until the end of the semester, we're going to waive the late penalties in this class. Some of you guys are trying to figure out how to use this new technology, and you've got other things that you've got to try to manage right now. And so so all the late penalties from March 16th on are waived, but everything prior to that the penalties are still there. And what I want to encourage you guys to do though is even if you got late penalties, so what? Turn those assignments in. Actually, quite a few students are missing assignments, and some are missing even the midterm. You gotta go and do those. So make sure that you go back and do them. They're all open and available for you. You can access all of your assignment drop boxes in the old place where they were under assignment drop boxes. You can also get them under each week. So for example, for week 10, you guys can still see my screen, correct?
Yeah.
All right, so for week 10, your course readings, PowerPoints, or videos are there. So it's a direct link to what you've got to read for your assignment. Then you've got another subfolder for your assignments. And so you got direct links to the drop boxes for the assignments that are due for each week there. I'm pretty sure that I've got everything there. But if, for example, you see under your assignment, if you go here to week 10, or whatever week it is, and it says that these assignments are due, tells you 2 assignments really for last week, right? And if you click on that assignments Dropbox extra link that I've created for you here, and you don't see all the assignments, click on the assignment Dropboxes tab, and you can scroll down and everything is still in chronological order, and you'll find all of your assignments there too. Okay?
All right.
Miss, I got a question.
Yes, ma'am.
I know it's like week 9, but I have a question about the service learning project summary. So we did the PowerPoint, but we weren't able to like view the PowerPoint because the little screen wasn't working. So I don't know what to put for the service learning summary.
Say that once again. You said you did a PowerPoint, but you weren't able to do what now?
For the 2 o'clock
We weren't
class?
able to, huh?
Is this for the 2 o'clock class?
We weren't able to pull up the PowerPoint on the screen in front of Singleton because it wasn't working.
Oh.
So I don't know what to put for the summary.
Well, the service
than the
learning
fact that we
assignment, we're going to go and pull up your syllabus because the PowerPoint was something extra that you guys did, which I thought would have been useful if you'd been able to show it, but that's fine. You still did a good job. You sat out there, you told people about Reginald F. Lewis, you got people engaged. That was fine. So that PowerPoint is not what you're required to submit. If you go and look at your syllabus and you look at what's required of you for that assignment, this is all that you guys have to do. You need to do a 1-page service learning project summary, each one of you. It says, what's the mission and core purpose of the organization? You can grab that from the Reginald F. Lewis website. The service activities in which you personally engage to aid the organization in achieving its goals. I developed a PowerPoint and I distributed flyers about Reginald F. Lewis, or I coordinated the activities for the service learning event where we had students and faculty to participate in a quiz on his life and win award, whatever. And then you're going to talk about how you believe your service impacted the organization's ability. That's all you got to do is that 1-page double-space assignment that's specified here, and then you submit that. Okay? So whether you have the PowerPoint or not, all of you guys can do that.
Yeah.
All of you guys that participated can do that.
Yeah, so the people who did flyers, we just put that we like sat in front of the building and, handed out, did like a little game.
Mm-hmm. Which is fine. Yeah, so all you have to do is a 1-page double-space summary, which is basically a half a page of writing that answers those 3 questions, and that's it.
Okay. So for the marking, because I know I still had a couple that wasn't able to turn, so we can still turn them, right?
You can still turn in everything, but say your question again because you temporarily got grainy and I couldn't hear you.
Oh, because I still have some marketing plan activities I haven't had a chance to turn in, so I was just making sure we still had a chance to turn those in.
Absolutely. So you guys have the ability to turn in anything that was previously due. So the same, I guess, infrastructure for the course that was in place at the beginning of the semester is in place now. And so, there's a 5-point penalty per week, but remember, only up until the 16th. Assignments that were due through the 16th, I guess, which would be the 15th. There'll be late penalties on those, but not on anything else. So turn in everything. You know, it makes a big difference. Even if you didn't turn in something as simple as the online introduction assignment that was due at the beginning of the semester, a 50 is much better. You know, it's not going to be a 50 at this point, but it is a 50 is much better than a 0. Really, any grade is much better than a 0 in your final average. And your marketing plan activities are really important in that they're in that category that doesn't have that many assignments and it's worth a decent percentage of your grade. So just make sure you turn in everything. I'm taking everything from you guys so that you guys can successfully complete this course and graduate. So make sure that you submit all of your assignments. You got a lot of time now, you know, to work on everything, and be encouraged, guys. I know, you know, this is a lot going on, but, you know, I think throwing yourself into your work, you know, watching positive things, talking to positive people. And I really mean it. You know, you need to look at the news to know what's going on, you know, but you don't need to look at it 24/7 because you don't need to get depressed. Like, I've turned off notifications for the news. And what I do is I proactively go and look for specific information from my region. And then I look at what's going on in the nation. And then, you know, you want to look at some positive stories. I know that WHO, which is the World Health Organization, is fast tracking some vaccine development, and I know I'm praying and relying on my faith for people to get miraculously healed. So I think right now you just do things that are positive for yourself, and then, you know, spend time with your family, and just be encouraged so that you're not, you know, so that you can just focus and get through this. Okay. I still would even suggest get your resumes ready and actively try to see who's hiring. And I also think that this online environment that you guys are in now is cool in the sense that you're going to get to learn how to do remote work. Remote work is a viable option in a lot of different industries right now. And it might temporarily be what is going to be necessary for some of the jobs that you guys already have offers for, and maybe for some of the jobs that you're currently working on that you were working on to get yourself through college. I think that everything that's happening, you can learn something positive from it. So do your best to maintain a positive attitude. Anyway, does anyone have any questions for me? Let's see if I can turn my video back on.
Like attendance on these? Like, do you take attendance on like food clubs and stuff?
I am able to take attendance, and so that's why you're required to register each week. So if you notice for your class, and let me go and look and see what I gave you in your announcement. I believe, let me see if I made your attendance required. I just think right now it's good for us to all be here. Yeah, you're expected to be present at every meeting virtually. And I've got a list of attendance. I get one every week. I mean, every time that you enter, but we're only meeting once a week. That's it. Only meeting once a week. And then you guys can answer any questions that you guys need to ask. Does anyone else have any questions? Right now, you look like you're having too much fun over there. I don't know. Are you with us, man? Are you with us, man? Okay. Anyway. All right. So does anyone have any questions? You sure no one has any questions? All right.
Not that I can think of now.
All right. So if you do have any questions, send me an email. You can call me. I'm trying my best to respond to you guys readily now via email and via phone. I know a lot of people are under duress on everything to go well for you guys. Be safe, guys. Don't go out and do anything and
You know, I'm around
follow the rules
Help
that
me.
they told all of us to follow. Did you guys hear me? Hello? Yeah, I just want to make sure everybody stays safe. All right. So if you don't have any questions, then I will see you guys on next week. Please reach out to me via email with any questions that you guys have. Okay?
All right.
All right, guys. Be safe. Be blessed.
Yeah, Vanessa.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Phil.
Class on that bad.
I'm pull up on